weirdest picture of the tarot by far goes to Judgment. Okay, so we've got like possibly Gabriel blowing the trumpet. We've got some bluish zombies rising from the grave. What is going on here? Today on Let's Talk Tarot, we are going to talk about the true card of rebirth, which is Judgment. So my favorite way to talk about this card and depict what it really means is in this book, The Fool's Journey, that I co-authored. So on this part, the Fool takes everything that made him who he was and he puts it in this little suitcase and he sets it down and he steps out of time and space and is ready to go on his next cycle. This is the last card before the world. So this card, we really are going through a true transformation. We are taking the parts of us that no longer serve us, we are setting them aside, and we are going through a rebirth. Now, there are a couple cards that seem very similar to this in the tarot, and that would be the Hanged Man and Death. So the difference in the three cards is the Hanged Man is more of a voluntary suspension where you're making a sacrifice and you are changing your perception. Death is more about endings, and while rebirth is a part of that, it focuses on the ending part of it. Judgment focuses on the self-analysis and rebirth awakening process. As it is associated with the planet of Pluto and the element of fire, it is very much of profound change, deep psychological changes. Now, I go over all of like the different areas that can come up in a tarot spread in my blog, but like an example, like let's say it came up in a career reading, that would be a call to really analyze what you're doing, because is this fitting in with your soul? Is this fitting in with your life's journey? Is it time that we just have a whole new career, or do we need to maybe analyze how we're showing up to work? In an obstacle position, it would definitely indicate that you're holding on to like old beliefs that are not serving you anymore, and that you're probably like having a hard time facing the truth that you need to change. Now, this card does also have an underlying meaning of just straight up judgment. Sometimes we got to take these cards at face value. I think a really interesting thought to kind of end this reading, or not reading, this video on, is how do you feel about divine judgment? Does it invoke fear in you? Are you okay with it? Do you believe in it? Do you not believe in it? I think that this is a great card if we wanted to just work with the card and throw it into our life and maybe use it to grow, to think about how we really feel about universal judgment. You know, do we believe in Judgment Day? Do we believe that one of these days we're going to wake up and everyone's going to be gone because they got taken up and you got left behind? Like, how do you really feel about this stuff? Because deep-rooted religious fear can really impact our life and our day-to-day in ways that I don't believe we notice. So I think it's just good to kind of reflect on that and possibly do some healing. All that being said, this was Let's Talk Tarot. This was the Judgment card. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if there's a card you'd like me to do next. You guys stay magical.